Hello, Calgary Catholic. My name is Carrie Lodemeyer. I am the Area Director for Northeast Schools, and we've put together a short video for you today to showcase 3 schools that are preparing for the resumption of school in September. And each school will be different in their own way. Calgary Catholic is already so well planned. The key messages that we hope you come away with today is that the schools are samples of what schools might look like, and each building will look a little different. We're putting together a set of guiding principles for all schools and staffs to follow. You know your building best. We ask that you work within the parameters and make it work for your students, staff, and families. As Dr. Zumlis and all of Calgary Catholic acknowledge, things are changing minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day. Before the making of this video, for example, we were talking about the new requirement for daily screening. The implementation of this and other details will be forthcoming as you learn new information. For now, we hope this video helps you, and if you have any questions, please do get in touch with your area director. Take care.
Hi, Daniel Liddy, Area Director for South Schools. I'd like to share a little bit about the kits that you're going to receive in August, and these are the Resumption Plan kits. Starting with face shields, some rubber gloves, some face masks, spray bottles for disinfecting the class, some hand sanitizer, as well as a number of floor decals and some posters and some tape, as well as some bleach tablets for the disinfection. These will be delivered for the elementary, junior high schools. They'll be delivered August 17th, the week of August 17th, and for high schools, it'll be delivered the week of August 10th. If you need anything above and beyond what's in the kit, or if you run out, please don't hesitate to use your scale of issue and order through supply management.
Welcome to St. Joseph School. My name is Paula Robinson and I'm the principal. When you arrive at our school, the first thing you'll notice on our front door is signage. Signage that asks people to do a wellness check prior to entering the building. Our school also has a front door buzzer. All guests to the building do have to ring the buzzer for entry, and our school secretary will respond and ask any delivery person or guest to our building to do a wellness check prior to entry. Upon entry to St. Joseph, we've put up a large sign here to indicate where our hand sanitizer station is, because we don't want anyone to miss it, and we do want everyone to hand sanitize when they walk in. You'll also note we have signage right by it with just some protocols about stopping the spread of germs. In your front foyer, look for areas that are highly visual. What sight lines do people have when they walk in your school front door? So at St. Joe's, we put one decal on the wall rather than on the floor because people see it directly upon entry. You'll also notice the decals on the floor. They are spaced around 10 to 15 feet apart and staggered down the hallway. This is good for any student walking in that direction to clearly see the way that they should go. Currently, canteens are closed. Please note this is being reevaluated and food may be pre-packaged and available, but more information will follow. Learning commons are closed. They may be used for small group instruction and you may need to use them as a classroom, but students will not go into the learning commons and exchange books. In our bathrooms, we've blocked out the middle sink to allow for good physical distancing between 2 students washing their hands. We've also put up signage on proper ways to hand wash. Bathroom stalls can all be used because of the physical barrier between each stall. Urinals, though, you'll have to look at your school and you may need to block the middle one off. This is a Division II classroom at St. Joseph. As you can see, the desks are staggered to ensure that students have lots of physical space between them. As you can see by the signs, we have a student with their belongings in the empty desk next to them. And then a few desks back, we have another student. In your portable hallways or any hallway that's more narrow, putting up directional arrows on the wall for your little ones to see is a good idea. Sometimes putting them on the floor, they can get lost with the rugs and all the boots and storage. This Division I classroom was set up for 13 students to be at school on any given day. As you can see, this classroom has tables, and the tables have been split apart. At each table, you'll find a seat for the student, and then another seat for their belongings, backpack, jacket, and any other items they might bring to school with them that day. In this classroom, we also have a decal on the floor by the teacher's desk that says, "Stand here." That's a nice visual spot for our youngest ones to know to stand to give good physical distance between them and the teacher. As students enter your various entrances, teachers will greet them each day. Students will come in staggered, one class at a time. Each child will get a squirt of hand sanitizer from the teacher upon entry into the building. Lockers will be bolted, as all students will carry all their personal belongings with them. Science labs are closed for students, but teachers may use this space to do a demonstration. This is the staff room at St. Joseph. As you can see, we've pulled our tables apart and reduced the number of chairs. At any one time, 7 staff members can enjoy their lunch here, physically distanced appropriately. For high-touch areas, such as microwaves, fridges, and coffee makers in your staff room, it'd be important to put out some hand sanitizer as well as some cleaning spray that staff can use to clean down surfaces. Photocopy rooms are locations in your school that will have a lot of high-touch surfaces. In this room, you'll find hand sanitizer and spray to clean any of the items like the paper cutter, the laminator, or the photocopiers that staff will be using. We're in a very small space at St. Joseph. This is the nurse's room. There's really just room for a bed and a small table. So we need some things in this room to make sure that our staff are safe, especially if they're helping a little one who's ill. So we have hand sanitizer, we have our high-touch surface spray, we also have the face shield because staff would have to get probably less than 2 meters close to a child, especially a sick one that needs care. We also have disposable masks here to put on the child if they do come down to the office and they're ill and we're waiting for them to be picked up. Last are, of course, gloves that any first aider or staff member would use when caring for a sick child. At St. Joseph, we couldn't provide 2 meters of distance between a guest that comes to our office window and our secretary, Wendy. So there's 2 potential ways to solve this problem. One way is to put a table right behind your counter. That will allow for 2 meters of distance so the secretary or any administrator can speak to a guest at the window safely. But if you don't have room for a table because your school doesn't have the space, Wendy's modeling for us a beautiful face shield that can also be worn when that 2 meters of distance can't be given. Wendy has a couple other things to show you that all offices will have. Disposable masks as well as rubber gloves that can be used anytime any staff member or guest to the building might require them. We also have high-touch surface spray as well as hand sanitizer here at the office.
That wraps this school's tour. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact your area director for further information.